Hello everyone. Sometimes people ask me why I need to learn the opening. If I can play according to some general principles, everything will be relatively normal. Today I will show you a game that was played by Black very badly, but ended with a beautiful obscenity, for which I am actually showing you this game. e4, here the opponent knew that there is such a Sicilian defense, plays c5, a knight in 3, played e6, 2. There is such an option in principle, a knight c3, and he does not know more and more further. The knight e7 is playing, this is also a normal move, enough. Some outlines in some French defense are already appearing here. d4 is played by white, and here it was worth just taking and exchanging on this field. Instead of this, the opponent plays f5. He understands that the center must be undermined somehow and undermines it with a pawn that opens access to the king. Friends can't do that. He went against all principles, did not develop pieces, pushed the pawn f in the opening. This is also not very good most of the time. There is a debut that, in principle, begins with the move of f4. This is the debut of bird, but you need to know there, and here in this position it is very, very bad. White takes the pawn, black also takes the pawn. So far the material is evenly divided. They attack the knight and the pawn is already lost. Already white just has an extra pawn and a good position. The horse goes to the d5 field, centralizes, it would seem. What's wrong with that? The horse eats 5 and that's it. Black sailed because the diagonal of as much as 5e8 is as weak as possible. They are trying to cover it somehow. It was possible to play the queen h4 is the lesser of the evils, then the queen goes to the field d4. You have to go with a knight to the field f6, and here the win is made by such a marker, and this is less and the movement is evil, that is, the engine. They advise you to give the queen for the knight and go into such a lesser evil. Black also played 6 in the game. I thought that everything was covered from the check and everything is fine, but the queen f3 is threatened with checkmate. If you try to play the queen e7, the bishop arrives 5, and here you have to give the queen again because of the bishop, because well, the position is clearly lost. If you try to play the queen of kings, then check, retreat, check with the bishop, and here it is very important to close with the bishop. They took the knight for the capture. The queen goes to the field of 7. If the rook retreats, there will be a checkmate. Here it is necessary to give the rook, turns out not to get a mate, but the game ended differently. The game ended after the move of Felt's tf7 check. The check of the elephants left the field w5 and closed with a knight. And a very beautiful forced checkmate appears, for the sake of which, strictly speaking, I am showing you this game. And this is the sacrifice of the queen on the e-check field. We are obliged to take the queen, check with a knight from the field f6, the king goes to the field up to 8 and check with the second knight from the field f7 and checkmate. Here is such a beautiful design that turned out because the opponent played incorrectly, did not know the opening that was playing, well, and even played against some chess principles. He didn't play against an opponent, he ended up playing against himself. Friends, I have a busty service. You can follow the link in the description. The link will also be possible in the comments. There are some unique videos, posts, photos, so you can support me financially, if of course you have the opportunity and want. I do not insist. The videos both come out every day and continue to come out. It does not affect the channel, but it just helps it develop. That is, it did not affect it in any way for the worse. Thank you so much for watching. Happiness to you, health, and of course a peaceful sky over your head. Bye bye.